Hey YouTube, so today I'm getting ready to preserve my 3 long neck squash that I had harvested a couple of months ago. I've just had it outside on my porch where it was pretty cold. It actually got to minus temperatures outside, like a couple of degrees under zero, and these did do well. A couple of vegetables didn't, but it seems that these long neck squash can handle a few degrees under zero. These were completely green outside on my porch because of the cold weather, but when I brought them in, as they warmed up, they turned a nice orange, and that shows that they're ready to be cooked up. These will store in this color for a few months if you keep it in a nice cool place. But I'm going to go ahead and cook these and preserve them in 2 different ways. I'm going to can some of it, and I'm also going to dehydrate some of it. This video is going to be about how to dehydrate pumpkin in the oven. I'm going to cut the pumpkin lengthwise so that it'll be easier for me to harvest the seeds, and then I'll put it in the oven and bake it for maybe about 40 minutes till it's nice and soft. So this is what it looks like sliced open. I just cut down lengthwise and open it up. I'm really happy to see that there's a lot of seeds here. I originally bought this packet. It's an heirloom seed. It's from a company called Yonder Hill Farms in Nova Scotia. And yeah, the long pie pumpkin is a Maine heirloom. And I know it's been around for, hundreds of years at least. The natives used to use it and then, shared it with the newcomers. And Maine and New Brunswick have a very similar terrain. So I am happy to have this because it grew very well. I would have liked to have a longer season because I only ended up with 3 of them. If my growing season had been a little longer, if I had planted it a little sooner, I would have ended up with at least triple the harvest, but I have learned. So I'm going to go ahead and scoop out all these seeds for later, and I will put this in the oven at 350 degrees for, I'm going to say, about half an hour and check on it. So I've scooped all the seeds out here, and I'm just going to turn them over. They cook better and faster if they are face down. I'm just going to bake these face down in the oven. So these are the seeds washed and drying out on a tea towel. Once they're fully dried out, I will package them for myself and save a bunch for sharing with neighbors and relatives and people that I meet, because sharing is caring when it comes to heirloom seeds. There's a lot of GMO going around, and it's nice to keep varieties alive, especially the ones that are rare. You can just store your seeds in anything really, but my children make these nice little seed packets, and that's how I will give them away, and that's how I will store my own. So here's what it is, all cooked up. I am eating this one for myself. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I love pumpkin. Nice and hot with a little bit of butter and salt. I think it tastes great. So I've just pureed this in my Vitamix, and it's very soft consistency. I'm just going to pour it over a parchment paper on my cookie sheet here and spread it evenly and thinly. The part that I'm going to preserve is a fruit leather. So I've divided it evenly. The puree is, half of it is in this pint jar here, so I will water bath can that with some other vegetables I'll be doing a little later. But this is the other half, which is about 2 cups, and I'm just spreading it thinly here on the parchment paper. And when I'm done, I will go ahead and put this in the oven on the lowest temperature, which is, I think it's about 120 Fahrenheit, but I'll show you in a minute. It's just, ultimately it just needs to dry out completely, and that will take quite a few hours, so just let the oven do its work. I'll show you what that looks like. My oven clicks on at about 200 Fahrenheit, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in my oven, and I will leave it open. So this is about 8 to 10 hours later. It was sitting in the oven, and now I've taken it out. Most of this is actually pretty crispy. I guess I got a thinner layer. You can hear the sound of the crunchiness. But because it is pumpkin, it could be stored as fruit leather where it doesn't actually, like parts like this, are dried out, but they are bendable. And that's okay. So, even better if it's dry and crispy, but it's okay if it's in the leather format. As long as it doesn't feel damp, it's okay for storing. And I'm going to go ahead and get a Ziploc baggie and store this for another year. I just want to say it's most important to use parchment paper underneath because this way pieces lift off easily. If you do it straight on a cookie sheet, it will be a lot harder to get off. So here you can see the difference in space saving. This one on the Benefit is ready to go, but this one takes up a lot less space when it's dried out. This is about 2 cups of pureed pumpkin, and so is this. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you're doing well. See you in the next video. God bless you.